Okay, so here we got a nice little example here where we can use our higher order derivatives to find the points on the graph that has vertical or horizontal tangent lines. So going through and doing this, it gets a little bit complicated. So I would just keep everything straight. Make sure you use some space. It's okay to use space. So just start taking the derivative here, and I'm going to get 8x plus 2y times y prime minus 8 plus 4y prime. Constant is always 0, and I set that equal to 0. So at this point, I'm going to get everything that's not my y primes to the other side. So I've got 2y y prime plus 4y prime is equal to 8 minus 8x. Okay? So now I'm going to get my y primes alone. So it's 2y plus 4 is equal to 8 minus 8x. And so at this point, I'm dividing by that 2y plus 4 to give me my y prime, which is equal to 8 minus 8x. All of this is over 2y plus 4. Okay, so that's my first derivative. And I'm going to use that to solve this problem. So they want to know when we have a horizontal tangent line and a vertical tangent line. Well, if I think of the slopes, well, my slope is going to be equal to 0 when it's a horizontal tangent line, and vertical, I'm going to have something that's called undefined. So between those two pieces, is there something I can do to this equation to make the slope equal to 0? Well, anything that I put in at the top is going to make it 0. So my x, what I can put in is I can put in my x is equal to 1, and I'm going to make that 0. So x is equal to 1. That's one spot where it can be a vertical line. And so then I can plug in, really any value for y here to make that work. Because once the top's 0, then the bottom's going to be 0. But, I'd have to check in my equation here what it's going to end up being. The other thing that I can think of is for the vertical ones undefined, well, this is really anything that makes the denominator equal to 0, right? So anytime the denominator is equal to 0, I'm going to have some issues there. So this is going to be y is equal to negative 2. So now what I have to do is just plug in these pieces. And so when I do that, I'm going to use the original equation. So this is 4 times 1 squared plus y squared minus 8 times 1 plus 4y plus 4, and that's equal to 0. Well, this is just a 4. This is minus 8 plus 4y plus 4, which is equal to 0. Well, these constants all cancel out, and I'm left with y squared plus 4y is equal to 0. Factor out a y, and I'm left with y plus 4. And I get 2 points here where that works out. It would be 0 and negative 4. So what this means is I have 2 points. I've got 1 comma 0 and 1 comma negative 4. And those 2 points are going to be where the slope is actually going to be equal to 0. So this is where we've got our horizontal. I now need to do the same thing with y is negative 2. So if I've got 4x squared plus negative 2 squared minus 8x plus 4 times the negative 2 plus 4, I'm going to have a similar thing happen where my constants are all going to cancel out, and I'm left with 4x squared minus 8x is equal to 0. So take out a 4x, and then I'm left with x minus 2. So same thing, x could be equal to 0 or a positive 2. And so when I do this, I know that I'm going to have 2 points, and those 2 points are going to be 0 comma negative 2 and 2 comma negative 2. And if you take a look at the graph of this, the GeoGebra graph, if you did that on the slide before, you would see that what I have here is correct.